So welcome to the Tesla Waymo battle, my friends. This is the epic battle between these two. You got like an egomaniac, a crazy South African like me. Tesla is battling with Waymo and Uber to shape California's new Robotaxi rules. And knowing Elon and how he behaves, he never wants to be left out of the equation. Tesla, Waymo, and Uber are jostling. Sounds like a boxing match to shape new Robotaxi rules in California. Tesla pushed back on a Waymo proposal that could force it to reveal info about its ride-hailing services. Tesla also argued against a crackdown on misleading Robotaxi marketing suggested by Uber. So this battle's playing out real time. I sort of knew this was coming, as this is like a pissing match between the executives at Waymo and Elon Musk. In comments filed with California regulator and published on Monday, Tesla pushed back against a proposal backed by Waymo that could require Musk's company to disclose more data about its ride-hailing service. The California Public Utilities Commission, CPUC, is drafting new rules governing Robotaxi passenger services and has invited companies, including Tesla, Uber, and Waymo, to comment. I'm surprised that Lyft is not invited to that party. All three companies are racing to deploy autonomous vehicles in California, but are taking very different approaches. Tesla launched a ride-hailing service in San Francisco. And by the way, I was in San Francisco 2 weeks ago. They are everywhere. Every single street corner you see Waymos. In July, following the introduction of a driverless taxi service in Austin a month earlier. The EV giant lacks the necessary permits to offer fully driverless rides in California. However, so its Bay Area vehicles have safety drivers who monitor Tesla's assisted driving system called full self-driving. Tesla also has human safety drivers sitting in the passenger seat for its Austin service. Waymo, by contrast, offers fully driverless ride-hailing in San Francisco and Los Angeles, while Uber is planning to launch a robo-taxi service with autonomous vehicle companies Nuro and Lucid in the cities next year. I'm going to say something right now. Elon, you better hustle, my friend. You're a little bit late to the party. You made a lot of noise about your robo-taxi. You got to deliver, Mr. South Africa. You got to deliver. Now, this is from a South African to a South African. Now, I'm born in the United States, so by birth, I'm an American, but I consider myself South African. I grew up there, and I'm telling this guy who literally went to the school that I played rugby against. He was at Pretoria Boys High. He was literally right there where I did my army service in South Africa. I'm telling this South African, hustle, bro. Hustle, bro. Get into the mix. Like, don't talk, just do it. Do it. Like Nike says, just do it. The less talking, Mr. Elon Musk, the better for you. It is filing. Tesla disputed Waymo's suggestion that operators who offer ride-hailing services with advanced driver assistance systems, ADAS, which can handle some actions autonomously but require human supervision, should be required to submit quarterly reports detailing the number of miles traveled, passenger trip time, and information about collisions and other incidents. Under current regulation, Tesla's ride-hailing service in California does not have to report this information. Why? While robotaxi operations like Waymo do. But why are these double standards in California? They don't have to, but Waymo has to. Tesla argued that vehicles equipped with driver assist technology, such as its full self-driving system, are wholly distinct from autonomous vehicles because they require human supervision, and that requiring additional reporting would overwhelm the regulator with data and confuse consumers. Listen, Elon, let's read between the lines here, buddy, and I'm going to tell you in Afrikaans, which you fully understand. Praat nie kak nie, meneer Elon Musk. Doen dit. Nie meer kak praat asseblief, which basically means stop talking shit, just do it. Like, stop making excuses, man. Separately, Tesla hit back at comments filed by Uber with the regulator. In October, the ride hailer argued that the regulator should ensure that ADAS-equipped vehicles are not marketed as fully autonomous and avoid misleading phrases such as self-driving or robotaxis. Right? Good point. So, I mean, a good point on behalf of Uber for firing back. In a follow-up filing published on Monday, Uber said that the regulator should not extend its autonomous vehicle rules to vehicles with driver assist systems, arguing it would conflate different technologies and cause confusion. That's not going to fly, unfortunately, Uber. An Uber spokesman told Business Insider that the company's original comments emphasize that the California's Department of Motor Vehicles should be responsible for determining what is and isn't an autonomous vehicle, right? And you guys let me know in the comments, what is and what isn't an autonomous vehicle. Tesla, Waymo, and the CPUC did not respond to a request for comment. Robotaxi race heats up. Tesla has faced criticism in the past over its marketing of full self-driving, with lawsuits accusing the manufacturer of misleading customers by portraying the system as fully autonomous. No, it's not fully autonomous. The company's rollout of a ride-hailing service in San Francisco also sparked confusion. Musk has previously referred to Tesla's service in California as self-driving and autonomous, and Reuters reported that regulators reached out to Tesla to clarify that it would not be a robotaxi service like the one the company operates in Austin. Tesla argued that Uber's suggested tweaks were unnecessary. Misleading advertisements were covered by the existing rules. In a separate filing published on Monday, Waymo said there were no reason that existing regulations should be extended to ride-hailing services that use driver assist systems like FSD. Now, let me take a step aside here. Here is the way I read it. Uber wants to be in bed with everyone, right? And Uber tried to get into bed with Elon Musk and Tesla said, no, we're not. I'm not going to sleep and cuddle with you in your king-size bed. Sorry, Dara Koshashawi. And Waymo said, well, you know, we're going to test our systems in certain markets, San Francisco, LA, Austin, Atlanta, and we'll sleep with you in bed, Dara, but only in certain markets, but we want to also go it alone. So there's sort of like a pissing competition between these three companies. Obviously, the best case scenario for Uber would be everybody sleeps with Dara Koshashawi. He gets, some sexual transmitted disease and goes for a cure. But that's not going to happen. They all want to sort of fly solo here. So it's interesting how this is playing out. Tesla argued that the Uber's suggested tweaks were unnecessary as misleading advertisements were covered by the existing rules. In a separate filing, Waymo said there was no reason that existing regulation shouldn't be extended to ride-hailing services. And then here, both Waymo and Uber have agreed in previous filings submitted this year that ride hailers should be allowed to offer vehicles with driver assist systems. Fuck, that's a difficult word. Under the new rules, and Waymo joined Tesla in recommending that CPUC loosen rules barring unaccompanied minors from riding in driverless cars. Please do not loosen those rules. That's chaos. It comes as Tesla races to hit Musk's ambitious goals for its Robotaxi rollout. The billionaire has said that Tesla plans to have its Robotaxi service up and running in 8 to 10 metropolitan areas by the end of the year. I remember him making that promise. Let's see if he can keep it. On Tuesday, the automaker received the green light to launch a ride-hailing service in Arizona. So, hey, good luck there. I'm going to leave the link of this article, Business Insider, for you guys, a 10-minute video. What I do love about my new iPhone 17 Pro Max, video in video. So maybe you don't want to see my mug, my face, right? But like, you can sort of like see my facial expressions. Like, what do I think about this stuff, right? I'm laughing at these three companies, right? Because it's literally three guys in the restroom pissing away at each other, trying to win this battle. And knowing this guy's ego is as big as a fucking mountain, as Mount Everest, he's going to try and make as much noise. But again, Elon Musk, you're from South African to South African, you got to deliver, right? You have to deliver. You have to deliver on these promises. Otherwise, people start, they don't take you serious. Your comments, please.